11. Feeling like an 11 looks like grabbing a nice coffee, a slice of...
Okay, we're going to take this this 2000 E55 for a little drive. Just setting up the orthopedic seats, which still work, surprisingly. I mean, they never work. They work fine in this car. This is one of my favorite cars of all time. When this car was out, I was 30 years old. I was actually on my second Mercedes-Benz car I ever owned, which was a 202 C-Class with a sport package. And the reality of it is I would have loved to own an E55 or a C43 back in those days, but the sport package car fit my budget a little better. This car's got 83,475 miles. It drives really tight. The brakes are great. So almost all original paint car. There's a little bit of paint work I picked up on the rear passenger side quarter panel. This car had a major service done to it in 2020. It's only been driven about 300 miles since that service. We're going to go ahead and do another fluid and filter change on this car. The car has been detailed. It's extremely clean. Like I said, the car runs and drives really nice. I mean, this car's a blast to drive. You know, naturally aspirated V8, 350 horsepower, which by today's standards is not really what you would consider blazing fast, but I'd take this over a modern Mercedes-Benz any day of the week. I just love the layout of the car. I love the comfort, the huge trunk. When this car came out, I was actually working in New York City on Wall Street, and I do remember a lot of the big shot Wall Street guys were bowling around in these E55s, and you know, of course I stop and stare and always check them out when they were parked on the street. So, you know, people my age, you know, I'm 51 years old, I can see why somebody would want an E55. It's the first generation of AMG cars that were sold as actual Mercedes-Benz cars. By today's standards, they're not very complex. They're not crazy expensive to maintain if you stay on top of them. Not a lot of sophisticated electronics to brake and crazy suspension systems. Turn this phone off. Call him back. This is a car that I personally would absolutely love to daily drive. More than enough power for me. You can see the suspension's nice and tight. The steering has no play in it. It's got a brand new set of Kumo Extra tires on it. Tires that were on the car were, I believe, 20 years old, so we had to put a new round of rubber on it. Good tires. I put these tires on my wife's BMW myself. I happen to like them. Fun car. Just don't want to push it too hard. See a cop sitting on the side of the road just waiting for me. It's a typical July day here in New Jersey. It's in the morning. It's 81 degrees. It's pretty humid. AC in this car is ice cold. The AC compressor was also replaced in 2020. So it has a new AC compressor. The heated seats work, and like I said before, the orthopedic seats actually work, and it's not very often that you find that. Most people, after the bladders give out, they just opt not to replace them. I'd have to look through the receipts to see if these are the original bladders or if they were replaced. The car is very clean on the inside. The wood is absolutely beautiful. I mean, I can't find a crack anywhere in the clear coat over the wood veneer. And there's no odors in this car. You can tell it was never smoked in. I can't find a stain anywhere. I doubt anyone ever consumed a meal in this car. Comes with its original factory floor mats, which are in the trunk. The only thing that's not working on this car, and the current owner never really delved into it, the CD player, he said he hasn't had a chance to look into it, but it's not working. There is a CD changer in the trunk. Could be an easy fix, could be you may have to replace it if you want to play CDs. Most people do Bluetooth these days anyway. What's nice about this car, it's got 83,000 miles. Cosmetically, it looks like a much lower mileage example. You can see it was cared for, it wasn't beat on. The paint's very nice. It's got its share of small stone chips and things like that. Nothing too offensive. I wouldn't do any paint work to this car in its present condition. I think it looks fantastic the way it is. And having 83,000 miles, you know, it's a car that you can actually drive. It's not like one of these super low mileage cars where you worry about, you know, decreasing the value of the car as every time you take it out and put 100 miles on it. Steering wheel is very nice, and the buttons, control buttons on the steering wheel must have been replaced because they are not sticky. They look like they're brand new. We all know that if you're familiar with W210s, these buttons over time get sticky, and these are perfect. Stereo works great. AC's gold. Just a fantastic car. This will be going online. There's a no reserve auction. And rear sunshade works perfectly. Be a no reserve auction, and I know whoever winds up eventually winning this car is going to be very pleased with their purchase.